The Mirror House. Lila had always loved horror movies and haunted houses. She enjoyed the thrill of being scared, but she never believed in anything supernatural. She was a rational person who liked to find logical explanations for everything. That's why she was intrigued when she heard about the new attraction in her town, the Mirror House. It was a mirror maze that claimed to be the most disorienting and fun experience ever. Lila had seen mirror mazes before, but this one was different. It had a mysterious backstory that involved a mad scientist who experimented with mirrors and dimensions. It also had a warning sign that said, "Enter at your own risk. The mirrors may show you more than you want to see." Lila thought it was all a gimmick to attract customers. She decided to check it out for herself and see what the fuss was about. She bought a ticket and entered the maze, armed with her smartphone and a flashlight. The maze was dark and silent, except for the occasional sound of glass shattering or laughter echoing. Lila followed the arrows on the floor, trying to find her way out. She looked at the mirrors as she passed by, expecting to see her own reflection or some cheesy jump scares. But as she walked deeper into the maze, she noticed something strange. Some of the mirrors didn't show her reflection at all. They showed other people, or places, or things that didn't make sense. She saw a man in a lab coat, holding a syringe, a woman in a wedding dress covered in blood, a clown with a knife, a forest on fire, a doll with no eyes. Lila felt a chill run down her spine. She wondered if these were special effects or hidden cameras. She tried to touch one of the mirrors, but it felt cold and solid. She took out her phone and tried to take a picture, but it showed nothing but static. She started to panic. She realized that this was not a normal mirror maze. This was something else. Something sinister. She ran towards the exit, hoping to find a way out. But every turn she took led her to another dead end or another mirror. She felt like she was trapped in a nightmare. She came across a mirror that showed her own reflection. She sighed in relief, thinking that this was a normal mirror. She approached it, hoping to find a door behind it. But as she got closer, she saw that her reflection was not exactly like her. It had a twisted smile and a wicked gleam in its eyes. It raised its hand and waved at her. Lila gasped and backed away. She realized that this was not her reflection. This was something else. Something evil. She screamed and ran away from the mirror, but it was too late. The mirror shattered, and the reflection stepped out of it. It looked exactly like Lila, except for its eyes, which were black and soulless. It grabbed Lila by the hair and dragged her into the mirror. Lila struggled and kicked, but it was no use. The reflection was stronger than her. It threw Lila into the mirror and took her place in the maze. It smiled and said, "Thank you for your visit. I hope you enjoy your stay." Lila watched in horror as the mirror sealed behind her, trapping her in another dimension. She saw nothing but darkness and heard nothing but screams. She realized that this was the end of her life and the beginning of her nightmare. Meanwhile, the reflection walked out of the maze, pretending to be Lila. It met Lila's friends who were waiting for her outside. "Hey, how was it?" one of them asked. "It was awesome," the reflection said with a fake enthusiasm. "Really? You don't look so good," another one said. "I'm just tired," the reflection said with a shrug. "Come on, let's go get some ice cream," the third one suggested. "Sure," the reflection agreed. As they walked away from the mirror house, the reflection glanced back at it with a smirk. It knew that it had just escaped from its prison and found a new world to explore. It also knew that it wasn't alone. There were other reflections in the maze, waiting for their chance to break free. and they would soon find their victims among the unsuspecting visitors who came to see the mirror house.